Gonna build a mountain from a little hill. Gonna build a daydream from a little hope. Gonna push that daydream up the mountain slope. Gonna build a daydream, gonna see it through. Gonna build a mountain and a daydream, gonna make them both come true. That's right.
1953, May. After 8 failures, Hillary and Norquay scale Everest.
They're going to dance all night.
And day.
For better or for worse.
Come on, Charlie. You can do it.
You too, Marlon.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's my Charlie.
He stood up. He kept going.
6,600 attempts at a filament.
And finally, he lit up the world.
The Iron Horse. 2,130 consecutive Major League games.
My sore feet.
The world is not flat. 250 races before Arcaro won.
Pasteur finally disproves spontaneous generation. 1928, Fleming discovers penicillin.
1941, Florey and Chain finally establish its effectiveness against infection.
And the world is spared so much pain.
Perseverance.
Losing his hearing, finally totally deaf.
But the Ninth Symphony is completed. For better or worse.
We won.
They laughed at Fulton's folly.
But he knew.
Every day.
Finally, the phone rings.
For better or for worse.
In 1920, Franklin Delano Roosevelt ran as vice president with James M. Cox.
And lost overwhelmingly.
The following year, he was stricken with poliomyelitis, paralyzed from the waist down.
Unremitting effort, and he eventually recovered partial use of his legs.
His vigor reasserted itself.
4 years later, he stood and walked unassisted to the podium to nominate Al Smith for president.
The rest is history.
1932, elected president of the United States.
A landslide.
Let me assert my firm belief that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
He persevered.
Jackie Robinson did too. At the University of California, he established a statewide reputation at baseball, basketball, football,
and track. Forced to leave college to support his mother.
But he kept on going.
Quietly.
Continuing, enduring.
In 1947, Major League precedent was shattered.
Robinson was brought up to play for the Dodgers.
Raspberries from the crowds, hostility from other players.
But Robinson proved his worth.
The batting crown of the National League.
Most valuable player.
Not only did his ability to persevere result in his success, but it opened the doors for many others.
Jackie didn't look back.
A hit, a home run, an unbeatable winner.
Pierre and Marie Curie.
2 people whose lives were dedicated to study and to each other.
1898, they discovered radium, a new element.
With common devotion from over 8 tons of pitchblende, they laboriously isolated 1 gram of radium salts.
Their marriage and work formed a unit in which they struggled to tap the unknown.
Refusing any financial reward for their work.
And in 1903, they won the Nobel Prize. After her husband's tragic death, Madame Curie continued delving into Earth's mysteries.
In 1912, she became the first person to ever win 2 Nobel Prizes. Unlimited possibilities opened up by dedication and perseverance.
It can be done.
If we continue trying. Michelangelo worked to give physical life to his vision. The Bacchus, the exquisitely balanced Pietà, the magnificent David, testimonies to man's indomitable spirit. The Bruges Madonna, the colossal Moses.
The painstaking painting of the Sistine Chapel. 4 years of constant labor.
Over 25,000 hours.
In its profundity of spiritual content and sublimity of style, it stands as one of the world's greatest masterpieces.
Though thwarted by the caprices of his patrons,
The social instability of the times,
the jealousy of other artists,
and the deep moral conflicts within his own spirit.
he persevered, and his struggle resulted in an art that transcends definition and opens us to the universal.
Testimony to mankind's ability to persevere,
And not only overcome, but use obstacles to our benefit.
to better oneself and the world around you. Perseverance.
There are no losers. There are just people who quit too soon. Perseverance.
Nothing is as important.
Talent,
The world is filled with talented but unsuccessful men.
genius,
Often goes unrewarded.
perseverance.
Can move a mountain.
Perseverance is more prevailing than violence, and many things that cannot be overcome when they are together,
Yield themselves up when taken little by little.
anything is possible.